Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our SISEL presentation. SISEL stands for Science, Innovation, Success, Energy, and Longevity. The business model I'm about to share with you is like no other in the entire industry. As I share this information with you, I ask that you keep your mind open, and most importantly, that you ask yourself, does our business model make sense to you? An unprecedented business model that we believe is unduplicatable in the industry. A company that is poised to become the #1 company in the world in the next few years. Give me just a few minutes of your time. I'm 100% confident you'll agree. In order to answer the question of why SISEL, I first need to tell you a little about the SISEL founder, an absolutely amazing leader and entrepreneur by the name of Tom Maurer. Tom has such an amazing history of accomplishments in business, scientific research, manufacturing, product development, and much more. Tom started a network marketing company in the 1980s and took it to the #5 company in the world. Only 5 companies have ever reached $1 billion a year, and Tom's company was one of those companies. Tom is a biochemist, and his ability to create powerful and effective products are what fueled this amazing growth. Due to a divorce, Tom sold that company to a venture capitalist firm for nearly $1 billion. But he didn't sign the non-compete, which cost him $270 million. Now, why didn't he sign the non-compete? Because his goal was to become the #1 network marketing company in the world within 10 years. And to do this, he knew he would have to have an advantage over the competition. Tom has created a model with SISEL that we believe is completely unduplicatable in the network marketing industry. We believe it's virtually impossible for anyone to compete with the SISEL model, and here's why. Before Tom ever opened the doors of SISEL, he invested over $150 million building a massive 400,000 square foot manufacturing plant, the largest MLM manufacturing facility in the world. Tom manufactures products for over 100 different companies, generating well over $100 million a year in profits. This is why no other company in the network marketing industry will ever be able to compete with SISEL. Let me share with you just a few of the reasons of why SISEL is the most powerful opportunity in the industry today. Compare this to every other company you've ever been involved with. SISEL is 100% debt-free. This means that compared to other companies, SISEL has little to no overhead. SISEL doesn't need to make huge profits because they're making their money manufacturing for over 100 other companies. SISEL owns the manufacturing plant free and clear, which means that they can manufacture their own products at a fraction of what other MLM companies can do it for. SISEL has 18 full-time scientists researching, developing new and powerful products, allowing them to always stay on the cutting edge with their products. SISEL currently has the best science-based products of any company in the entire industry. SISEL is set up as a dynasty trust, which means it can never be sold, never be taken public, and no debt can ever be levied against it. And remember, Tom already has a track record of creating a billion-dollar company from nothing. What do you think he can do starting out of the gate with a $200 million company? And the reason he has done all of these things is so he could create a compensation plan that pays out 3 to 4 times to the average rep over what other companies can pay out. One of the things I want to point out and discuss with you for a minute is your Plan A. Here's what I believe most people would say about retirement. If I just had $10,000 a month at today's dollars to retire on, after taxes, that would leave me around $6,000 a month to live on, then I'd be okay. Do you realize you would have to invest literally $2.8 million to come up with that amount of income in order to be living at $10,000 a month at retirement? So I guess my question to each of you who may be watching this for the first time is, how are you coming on your $2.8 million? Now, I know most people will chuckle when they ask that question, but the simple fact is that most people don't plan accordingly, and statistics consistently show that. So let me show you an alternative. Let me show you a real opportunity, because we simply know that most people don't have the kind of income to invest to create that kind of lifestyle at retirement. So let me show you a better way with a company that has a track record, strength, foundation, and tools to really help you to get there. Please pay close attention to what I'm about to share with you here. I'm going to show you how to create a true residual income and how to benefit from the greatest compensation plan on the planet. What this compensation plan will allow you to do is to get paid 3 to 4 times the amount of money for the exact same effort than in almost any other company in the industry. Now, when you look at a compensation plan over the last, let's say, 10 years, the most common plan is a binary. Other reasons of why it's so common is primarily because it's simple. But understand that a binary only benefits the top 3% of the earners. In a binary, less than 3% of the people will make all the money. In fact, the average distributor in a binary makes less than $300. So let's take a look at your average binary. Let's say you have 1,000 people in your team and you're in a binary. That's 600 people on your left leg and 400 people in your right leg. And let's assume that everyone is on a $100 auto ship, which is pretty standard for the industry. So that means your left leg is doing $60,000 in volume a month and $40,000 a month in your right leg. Your total organization is doing $100,000 a month in volume. Now in a binary, they're going to pay you 10% of the volume in your lesser leg. Okay, so how much is the company going to end up paying you? Again, it's 10% of your lesser leg, which is $40,000 in volume, which equals $4,000 a month. An organization that you've sacrificed for, that you've spent all of your time building, you've created $100,000 worth of volume for the company, and they're going to pay you $4,000. Now, SISEL's philosophy is that if you've built a team of 1,000 people, then you should get paid on all of those people. Now, this is really important that you get this. In an average compensation plan in the industry, an active rep in your team is worth about $6 a month. You heard me right. In almost every company in the industry, from the biggest to the smallest, an active rep on your team will pay you between $4 to $6 a month. So now let's take a look at the SISEL compensation plan. With SISEL, you get paid on every single person in your team. Instead of making only $4 to $6 a month on your organization, with SISEL, that same rep is worth $16 to $21 a month. Now, this is simply unheard of anywhere in the industry, and it's only possible because of the unique model that Tom has created. What this means to you is that with only 340 active people on your team, and I know that there are a lot of people listening to me right now that have built teams of this size. For a serious person, this can be done in a very short period of time. You make over $6,000 a month. With only 1,000 active people on your team, you can make $250,000 a year. I challenge you to show me another company where you can make that kind of money with that small of a team. The truth is, to make that kind of income with any other company would take you 4 to 5 times that amount of people. And what makes this possible is the fact that SISEL simply has more money to pay out than any other company in the industry, due to being debt-free and having a truly vertical distribution model. With SISEL, you have the ability to create a solid, sustainable income that will last for generations to come. With Tom and SISEL, you have a 30-year solid track record of global success and stability. And unlike the startups of the last 4 years where you have a 99% failure rate within the first 90 days, SISEL started up massive right out of the gate with over $150 million infrastructure that was paid for, and then grew to over 100,000 reps around the world in the first 24 months. Even though you may be hearing about SISEL for the first time, SISEL is a global, seamless business, operating in over 21 countries around the world, and will be opening 6 to 8 more countries in the near future. And everyone is paid in their own currency in the country where they live. SISEL has a global, seamless compensation plan. With SISEL, you really do have the world in the palm of your hands. No matter where your contacts are, here in the United States, Canada, Japan, Thailand, or in Eastern Russia, wherever your contacts are, SISEL can help you recruit and build your business 24 hours a day. With SISEL, you will always be ahead of the competition. You will never again have to worry about being with a company who only has one product that became irrelevant because of new scientific advancements. Not only does Tom fund some of the most cutting-edge research around the world, but he also has 18 full-time research scientists testing, formulating, and creating powerful new cutting-edge products every year. Over the past 30 years, Tom has been passionately researching, developing, and patenting new products based on cutting-edge research done at Harvard, Yale, and the most prestigious universities from around the world. SISEL only creates science-based products. If the science shows that an ingredient will produce a result, Tom takes that research and with his 30 years of experience, exponentially increases that product's efficacy and bioavailability, turning it into a product the likes of which the world has never seen. A professor by the name of Aubrey de Grey, the leading geneticist and world-renowned gerontologist, has spent his career mapping out the process of human aging. Based on Harvard studies and the genome mapping, research shows that human lifespan potential is in excess of 200 years. It is now believed that 90% of the aging process is environmental and that only 10% is genetic. As you can see by this chart, the average human lifespan is about 75 years. But if our potential is 200 plus years, then we are aging exponentially faster every year we live past 20. From 0 to 20, for every day that we live, we are aging 1 day. From 20 to 30, the sirtuin genes that keep us young get turned off and we begin aging 1.4 days for every day that we live. From 30 to 40, we are aging 1.8 days for every day that we live. From 40 to 50, we are aging 2.2 days for every day that we live. From 50 to 60, we are aging 2.6 days for every day that we live. And from 60 to 70, we are aging 3 days for every day that we live. And then at age 75 on average, most of us are going to die. The primary reason for this accelerated aging is the 100,000 plus new toxins that have been introduced into our environment over the last 50 years. There are 2,200 synthetic chemicals in our environment that didn't even exist in the last generation, that oxidize and damage our cells' ability to repair themselves and to properly communicate. So here's what Aubrey de Grey laid out. First, you need to minimize the toxic chemicals that are entering your body. 2, if you could turn back on the genes of your youth, the 52 sirtuin genes that are designed to repair and regenerate our bodies at a rapid rate. 3, if you could address all 2,200 groups of free radicals that oxidize and damage our body on a daily basis. 4, if you could give your body the proper nutrition in the form of natural vitamins and the 74 trace minerals so your body could perform the repairs as they were needed. And 5, if you could repair the body's immune system, then you could effectively end the aging process. In the late 90s, when Aubrey de Grey finished this research, there were still several areas that science had not yet solved. But in the last 5 years, the few remaining challenges have been solved. Tom Maurer and SISEL International have taken that science and created what they call the triangle of life. The ingredients in these 3 products have been proven to address nearly all of the processes of aging. It's also very important that you understand that we're not talking about a juice. Each one of these products is designed with the most advanced science to date. Each one of these products are highly concentrated elixirs, super saturated with the actives that the scientific research says are needed in order to get the results of the studies. Then they combine more cutting-edge research that increases efficacy and bioavailability. In fact, SISEL has multiple patents on each one of these products. So let me just quickly introduce you to the triangle of life, and then we'll quickly explain to you what each of these products does. Eternity is designed to activate your biology by turning on the genes of youth. Research shows that the ingredients found in Eternity that within 7 days people will experience 100% regeneration of the brain and 200% regeneration in the rest of the body. Fucoidan is designed to regenerate your immune system and is also one of the most powerful cell signalers known to science. Spectramax is the most powerful antioxidant product ever created, bar none. Unlike most of the juices that all of us have been exposed to that only address a very small, narrow band of the oxidative stress in the body, Spectramax addresses all 2,200 categories of these free radicals in the body. The ingredients found in these 3 products have been scientifically shown to virtually end the aging process. Eternity delivers high doses of resveratrol in a highly bioavailable beverage form, making it up to 250 times more absorbable than encapsulated products. 1 ounce of Eternity is equal to 174 glasses of red wine. The ingredients found in Eternity are truly one of the miracle breakthroughs of our generation. Harvard research has been studying the resveratrol molecule for 2 decades, with every life form that they've tested it on, from yeast, bacteria, worms, mice, or primates. The minimum result has been to double the lifespan, and with some, yeast and bacteria, it has literally made them immortal. Within 7 days of taking this product, again, people will experience 100% regeneration in the brain and 200% regeneration in the rest of the body. The most amazing thing that resveratrol has been shown to do, though, is to literally turn back on the genes of your youth. There are 52 sirtuin genes that are responsible for keeping us young and vibrant that get switched off in our early 20s. Resveratrol systematically turns back on those 52 genes, which has an unbelievable result on our biology. Another recent research study shows that it's cardioprotective. Studies have also shown that it supports energy as well as weight loss. Eternity is a patent-pending blend of resveratrol, antioxidants, and energy-promoting ingredients, using nanotechnology to make each 1/4 to 3/4 ounce serving of Eternity up to 250 times more bioavailable than encapsulated resveratrol. SISEL Eternity is unlike any other resveratrol supplement. It contains a potent energy blend made with Brazilian grapeseed, green tea, and green coffee bean extracts. In addition, it contains a potent antioxidant blend of pomegranate, plum, and raspberry concentrates. For over 3,000 years, the people in Hawaii, Tonga, and Japan have been harvesting and consuming a product that science now shows has been key to their lack of disease and longevity. That product is called limumoi, and now science has isolated and harnessed this powerful nutrient called fucoidan. There are over 800 independent studies showing the unbelievable health benefits of fucoidan. Hundreds of companies have tried to harness its power. One company, SISEL International, holds U.S. patents for product formulation and manufacturing. Fucoidan is a complex polysaccharide and is the subject of over 800 scientific studies listed in the National Library of Medicine's database. These and other studies reveal the amazing regenerative properties of fucoidan that affect nearly every system of the body. Fucoidan research is catching worldwide attention. Articles on fucoidan's miraculous benefits are appearing in authoritative medical journals around the world. Fucoidan contains intensified sulfonated limumoi. It's also a powerful anti-inflammatory. It's also been shown to enhance normal cell growth and division. Fucoidan is also a stem cell signaler. And finally, fucoidan is a powerful support to the immune system. But that's not the end of the story. To make an exceptional product even more powerful, Tom created a patent-pending process designed to intensify the actives by a factor of 8 to 10 times over other limumoi products in the industry. SpectraMax is designed to fill the gaps found in our modern diets by providing the broadest spectrum of antioxidants and trace minerals ever contained in a single formula. SpectraMax is without a doubt the most powerful antioxidant product ever created. Research shows that it takes 38 different actives to deal with the 2,200 categories of free radicals in your body. SpectraMax addresses all 2,200 categories. SpectraMax has 40 different broad-spectrum antioxidant actives in its formula. Despite what other companies would have us believe, no single superfood can adequately protect us from the thousands of different free radicals that assault our cells every day. Only SpectraMax provides a full spectrum of antioxidants to protect our bodies from the dangerous variety of environmental threats. SpectraMax also has 74 trace minerals in the exact bioavailable form your body needs. Scientists have identified as many as 2,000 biological processes that occur regularly in our body, many of which require trace minerals. Most of the foods we eat may now contain up to 75% fewer trace minerals than just 50 years ago. 2 times Nobel laureate Dr. Linus Pauling said, "You could trace every disease and every ailment to a mineral deficiency." And finally, SpectraMax is powered by organic fulvic acid, a natural molecule long considered to be one of the most complete answers to the body's need for life-giving minerals, oxygen, enzymes, and amino acids. Not only does it make trace minerals in SpectraMax more readily bioavailable, greatly improving absorption, it may also provide healthy function of every system of the body and is an effective antioxidant in its own right. As we talk about health, energy, and aging, one of the first things we have to fix is to stop inflicting the damage from using harmful and dangerous chemicals. This is just a short list of potential dangerous chemicals we use every day. Most people don't realize it, but the most dangerous place in our lives is in our bathroom. Most of the personal care and skincare products on the market today are harmful to your body. There are over 7,000 ingredients manufacturers can use in skincare products, with 1,000 known to be harmful and 900 known to cause cancer. Each personal care product contains an average of 20 ingredients, and every time you use them, you're putting harmful and damaging chemicals on and in your body. It's now believed that many of these ingredients are causing much of the disease and health issues we encounter in our everyday life. Some of these ingredients are endocrine disruptors, completely disrupting our endocrine system. Estrogen mimics, causing girls to mature early and our boys' development to be suppressed. Eyes not developing properly. In 1950, less than 10% of the population needed glasses. Today, it's over 50%. Low testosterone levels and sperm count in men. In 1950, men had 100,000 per milliliter of fluid. In 2010, there's only 5,000 per milliliter. Erectile dysfunction is now common in most men over 40 years old, and 94% of breast cancer tumors are full of parabens, one of the ingredients from the last page which is found in most shampoos, conditioners, skincare, and makeup. There's been 100,000 new toxic chemicals introduced to our environment in the last 50 years. 1,000 new synthetic chemicals introduced every single year. There are over 250 synthetic chemicals in your body and blood that didn't even exist a generation ago. Recently, the University of Manchester examined thousands of Egyptian mummies and found only one case of cancer, which shows that cancer is a modern man-made disease. Currently, 1 in 2 people are diagnosed with cancer, and 1 in every 4 is fatal. We truly do have a cancer epidemic on our hands. In fact, at the turn of the century, the cancer rate was only 18%. 100 years later, it's now 53%. More than 1 out of every 2 people will get cancer in their lifetime. Cancer levels are growing every single year, and now according to Cancer.org, by the year 2050, every human on the planet will get cancer in their lifetime. So the question is, if cancer and other chronic diseases are man-made, then are they avoidable? And the good news is yes, we believe they are avoidable. The vast majority of these harmful chemicals are entering your body through your conditioners, hairspray, shampoo, skin care, makeup, deodorant, and toothpaste. In fact, outside of smoking, the most toxic place is in your bathroom. But now for some really good news. Tom has been on a mission for over 30 years to rid the world of these toxic chemicals and has developed the highest quality toxin-free personal care product line in the industry. SISEL products are not just toxin-free, but each and every product is scientifically designed and manufactured for maximum efficacy, from dietary supplements to anti-aging products to the skin care line, hair care line to the dental care line. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, whether you decide to come be a part of the SISEL family or not, you need to get back with the person who invited you here and have them help you rid your home of these toxic products that are harming you and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate so much you allowing us to share the SISEL mission and opportunity with you. Please indulge me just one more minute and allow me to recap why SISEL is the most powerful opportunity in the industry today. SISEL is operating in over 21 countries around the world. Everyone gets paid in their own currency. SISEL has a global, seamless compensation plan. SISEL is 100% debt-free, no overhead, no shareholders screaming for profits. SISEL is held in a dynasty trust. SISEL can't ever be sold. SISEL can't ever be taken public. And SISEL can't ever go into debt. SISEL owns a $150 million manufacturing plant free and clear. SISEL has 18 full-time research scientists testing and developing new products. SISEL currently has the best science-based products in the entire industry. SISEL has the highest payout and compensation plan in the industry. And remember that Tom already has a track record of creating a billion-dollar company. Make no mistake about it, there has never been a company that has had such an unfair advantage over its competition since Walmart. This is not a hyped-up MLM company launch. This is about being able to partner with a billionaire who has given you a huge advantage over all your competition. This is about having a global, seamless business from day one and being part of a revolutionary change within our industry that will affect 70 million plus people in that $100 billion MLM industry. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are able to recognize the unprecedented nature of this opportunity and understand the power of action, I would like to invite you to come be a part of our family. It's up to you at this point to decide what your future in this industry will look like. But remember that if you always do what you've always done, you'll always be where you've always been. We invite you to come be a part of the SISEL team. If you still have questions, feel free to go through this presentation again. And if you have more questions, please make sure that you get back with the person that thought enough of you to share this opportunity with you. Thank you again for allowing us to share the SISEL opportunity with you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you as the newest member of our team and welcoming you to the family.